Shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rechakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations unto all the Akim, you brothers preaching this word in truth and in sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And shalom unto the hopeful elect, you sincere believers scattered wherever you may be. All right, this is Brother Yaiquab from the Gary branch of Great Millstone, coming to you, Lord willing, with a little quick hit overview over the book of Psalms, chapter 112. All right, we're just going to jump straight into it. So this is Psalms 112 and 1, and Lord willing, we'll read all the way through. It says, "Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. His seed shall be mighty upon earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed." And who's the upright? Jacob. And who's the non-upright? Whose soul is not upright in him, it will be Esau, Edom. Right? Even though they are blessed on a level on this side, they're going to be at the bottom in the kingdom of heaven. Literally. And it says, wealth and riches shall be in his house. Who? The upright. All right, the seed, that mighty seed. The elect of the nation of Israel. And really, beginning with the elect, but however, it's going to trickle down all the way down to the 12 tribes. Every single one of the Israelites. It says, wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endureth forever. Because why? The kingdom of heaven, it's going to last forever. But real quick, I wanted to grab this unto them that fear. All right, because it said, blessed is a man. This is Psalm 103 and 17. It says, but the mercy of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children. You see, and what it say, through the posterity. That elect lineage, that elect seed has been preserved from the beginning. And, it's it's all the will of the Lord. It's a beautiful thing. Real quick, this is Sirach 47:22. It says, but the Lord will never leave off his mercy. Right? As the scripture says, and we were touching on this today within our chat, how the Lord has never forsaken us. He never will forsake us. It says, but the Lord will never leave off his mercy, neither shall any of his works perish, neither will he abolish the posterity of his elect, and the seed of him that loveth him he will not take away. Wherefore he gave a remnant unto Jacob, and out of him a root unto David. All right. And Yahweh Shai being the vine, and we're the branches. That we're hoping to be the remnant preserved from the destructions to come, But point being, man, he's had mercy throughout all these generations. And there's no end of the people, period. However, but the elect gonna have them promises, man. And them that covenant's gonna stand regardless. All right, that covenant's gonna be there with them, and he's gonna fulfill the promises. This is Psalms. No, actually, I wanted to go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 33:9. It says, and it shall be to me a name of joy, a praise, and an honor before all the nations of the earth, which shall hear all the good that I do unto them. Right, because all the nations are going to behold, or the ones here, right, on this earth, they're going to behold the deliverance of the elect. When Yahweh Shai cracks them clouds, he's going to deliver us. It says, they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure unto it. So we're going to be prosperous. within our land, within this earth, within the kingdom of heaven. Because right now, as a majority, right, we're suffering. We're in straits. Our people are at the bottom. But these nations, the tables are going to turn, and these nations are going to know who his chosen people were and are. Right? They're going to fear and tremble for all the goodness. They're going to stand there and all like, damn. Right? And Israel as a whole, what it say? It says, it shall be to me a name of joy and of praise and an honor. See, right now, we're the scum of the earth. You know, they look at us as no good. You know, as thugs. All the derogatory terms that they call us. You see, but we're truly kings and princesses of this earth. You know, and that's what the Lord is going to establish. Let's go back, Psalms 112. It says 112 and 4, it says, unto the upright there ariseth light in the darkness. He is gracious and full of compassion and righteous. A good man showeth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion. Yeah, that's mighty too. In the NLT, good comes to those who lend money generously and conduct their business fairly. Those who are honest about their measures that they give out, you know, that's a trait of a righteous individual. And those who lend their money generously, even the little that they have, right, given unto the needy, given unto a better cause or a cause, right, putting themselves last, being unselfless. And 2, real quick, as I was reading 3 again, wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endure forever. I said it was going to translate over, because that's basically what happens time and time again. And you read throughout the scriptures, like in the book of Judges, right? Joshua, Samuel, the book of Samuels, 1st and 2nd Samuel, when we basically got the victory, we would take the spoils, the goodies, the booty, you know, when you defeat that enemy and you bring it back to your city, you bask in their spoils, right? You basically, you get the choice things that was once theirs. That's what's going to happen within our kingdom when the Lord Yahweh Shai delivers us and he puts down these other nations. And really Esau, Edom, that's in power. This is Sirach 10 and 8. And truly, too, because what? Majority of their shit that they have, so like for my French, is stolen from us. They have a lot of our relics, a lot of our things kept up in them. Well, Lord knows was in Rome, but kept up in these different museums, right? These different secret places. You know, they flaunt it. They may have certain things that we don't even know about. But this is Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay? And that one people is who? Esau, Edom is going to be translated onto who? Jacob. All right? The 2 top characters in the Lord's movie. You know, and it's only right. Because they got it through all... They got all the things that they have now through ill-gotten gain. You see? But let's go back. Psalm 112 and 6, and we'll try to close out because pressed on time. But this is Psalm 112 and 6. Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. What to say? A good name. Yeah, Proverbs 22 and 1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches and loving favor, rather than silver and gold. But the thing is, we're gonna have both. All right, that's the beautiful thing about it. Proverbs 22 and 1. Choose a good reputation over great riches. Being held in high esteem is better than silver or gold. It says the rich and poor have this in common, the Lord made them both. But yeah, you think like a man with good reputation, even if he doesn't have much, he's going to be well respected. He's going to move, or he's going to be treated with favor, not only from other people, but more importantly from the Lord. You see? The thing is, in the kingdom, we're going to have both. That's the beautiful thing about it. Right now, brothers may not be financially well off or have a bunch of access when it comes to, financial means or anything of that nature, But in the kingdom, right, we're going to have our heart's wish, our heart's desire, and then some. Everything that we sacrifice. Because brothers, hey, they could have went legit within this world, but we forsaken this world, for the Lord's sake. Brothers is talented. They could have went to the league and got up in this world, but we know now, hey, it's all evil how these people got there, and you have to do some backdoor things to get up on a level in this kingdom. So to hell with this place in reality. This world is not for us. It's not built for us. It's not for us to prosper, per se. We just have to endure the suffering now, and eventually, hey, we're going to get our glory later. But first, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, has to get his glory. What did it say? To an everlasting kingdom. And that righteousness is going to last forevermore because we're going to be changed. There's going to be no more sin dwelling within us. We're going to be changed in the blinking of a twinkling of an eye. And we're going to receive them spiritual bodies, them heavenly bodies, them new bodies. It says, Daniel 7:27. It says, "In the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him." See, does this sound like all nations are going to be blessed and they're going to be, in unison together in the kingdom? No, there's going to be a hierarchy, and there's going to be slaves, right? There's going to be subjects unto the Israelites. They're going to be the ones that rule, and nobody else. And nobody else is going to stand a chance or have a chance to rule in the kingdom of heaven. You see? But let's go back. Psalm 112. And 7, it says, "He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord." And it says, 6 in the NLT, "Such people will not be overcome by evil. Those who are righteous will be long remembered. They do not fear bad news. They confidently trust the Lord to care for them." And that's what we try to do now in these times. Or even before the great calamity comes, we have to trust in him now upon these little tests that he gives us. We have to confidently trust in the Lord that he be for us and that he's with us. And we have to pray. Hey, pray to the Lord to increase our faith in him. 'Cause without faith, what? It is impossible to please him. But I'm going to read through Psalm 112:8. "His heart is established. He shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemies." Woo! It says, "He hath dispersed. He hath given to the poor. His righteousness endure forever. His horn shall be exalted with honor. The wicked shall see it and be grieved. He shall gnash with his teeth and melt away. The desire of the wicked shall perish." And let's grab, I should say here. And that's the thing. They're going to melt away. They're going to pass away. Yeah, this is Proverbs 10:28. "The hope of the righteous shall be gladness," right? Our expectation. Because we confidently have hope and deliverance, but hope going into expectation. That's what it should be. It's faith. Now we say that humbly because we don't necessarily know, but you can't go into like Say you're going into a game, using a carnal example, you're on a basketball team and you're going into that game thinking that you're going to lose. No, you expect to win. So what? You put your best foot forward in that game to try to win. You know? Because you got that. Hey, you trust in the coach, you trust in the plays, right? You trust in your ability of you and, well, really, it's us and Yahweh Shai. It's you know, it's our own individual walks, but what? You trust in your team's ability. You trust in the brotherhood, you know, to correlate that. And you expect to win. So that's the thing with us, man. We're the hopeful elect. We're prisoners of hope, all right? But we're trying to do right now so that, Lord willing, that he picks us and he chooses us for that deliverance to come. But it says what, though? But the expectation of the wicked shall perish. They have no hope. It's already written for them that they're not going to get the victory. You see? So to hell with them and what they think that they could accomplish or turn the tables with or overcome prophecy. No, it's the Lord's way or the highway at the end of the day. You know? So that's basically it, man. I'm going to have to cut it short a little bit with that. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rechak. Lord willing, this video is edifying and exhorting unto you. Again, double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, Shalom, Wa, Kwam Yasharala, Wa, Abad Babal. Soon.